Hello everyone and welcome back to Hey Dad RC. Today we are super excited to bring you week 11 action from the summer series at Windy Hill Raceway. And today before us we've got on the left the Tamiya Blackfoot, on the right the Midnight Pumpkin Chrome Edition by Tamiya. And that's right, you're not seeing things. The Midnight Pumpkin was part of the series just several weeks ago. And because the Blackfoot needed a running mate for its race, with the help of a friend, we decided that a good idea would be that the winner of the Midnight Pumpkin versus Lunchbox race would get a second go around the track versus a Blackfoot. So that's why the Pumpkin's here. Very quick, brief history. The Blackfoot I built up 2 or 3 months ago. It is completely stock with the exception of ball bearings throughout. And as we've talked about before with the Midnight Pumpkin, that is also stock with the exception of ball bearings. Both trucks 2-wheel drive, both have silver can Tamiya motors. The bigger differences, the Blackfoot has oil-filled shocks. The Pumpkin has the friction pogo stick shocks, although that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to turn out to be a loser. If I had to pick one right now that would win, I'm not sure if I could. I'd probably have to lean towards the Blackfoot just because overall the truck handles better. But one thing that the Pumpkin's got going for it, the tires on that truck are actually quite a bit softer than the tires on the Blackfoot. That could help it around the track. Which one do you think is going to win, guys? Well, let's take a quick break. We'll head out to the track and find out for sure. Week 11 weather and track condition report. Temperatures this morning around 68 degrees. It is a very pleasant morning, a slight breeze. Mostly cloudy conditions as far as the track. It continues to be dry. Recent rains have helped the grass, but the inside bowl part of the track continues to be very dry. We might have to rename this the Dust Bowl. Track officials at Windy Hill Raceway do admit that taking a look back at most of the races so far this season, that the slight incline area here leading to the jump has gotten to be somewhat quite loose. They recognize it as an issue. They are going to fix it, but they say they are going to wait until next season. They don't want to give any more unfair advantages to cars that have yet to run this season. So for this year, that's the way they're going to keep it, and they are going to have meetings as far as to how to revise the track to make it even more exciting next year. Hey you, that's right, I'm talking to you. You sitting on your couch watching this television commercial cuddled up in a warm blanket. You are an automaniac. You love everything having to do with the fall season. From vibrant skyline colors to crisp autumn mornings, to the sweet, smoky aroma of burning leaf piles. Yes, if any one of these are you, we want to talk. If your lazy Sunday mornings are filled with spiced pumpkin bread or pumpkin-infused flavored coffees, we have just the product to add to your breakfast table on the weekends. Introducing all new Jack-A-Yolks. Jack-A-Yolks combines 2 of your favorites, the flavors of pumpkin spice and farm fresh eggs. So whether you like your eggs scrambled, boiled, over easy, plain fried, or poached, Jack-A-Yolks has you covered for that special autumn taste only available this time of year. Jack-A-Yolks. Look for them in your grocer's dairy case. And coming this November, just in time for the holiday season, for a limited time only, we've gone ahead and combined 2 more holiday favorites, peppermints and bacon, combined for peppermint pork bellies. Look for them in your favorite grocery store. For the Tamiya Midnight Pumpkin's second run around Windy Hill Raceway, it didn't prove to be any better. In actuality, its fastest lap this time out was just over a full second slower than its previous run. With that being said, this isn't supposed to be a great handling truck, but it's a lot of fun to drive. And for the Blackfoot, probably not much of a surprise to anybody, it managed to come out here and beat the Midnight Pumpkin. It did really well on this inner dust bowl section. What surprised me was on the outer corners where the grass is. It was hard to take those at any sort of speed. The sidewall of those tires really wanted to bite and roll the truck. All right, guys, here is a look at the numbers for the Midnight Pumpkin in its second run. It finished with an average lap speed of 14.60 seconds, with a fastest lap of 13.802. That fastest lap today was not as fast as its previous fastest lap, so we're going to leave that one up on the board. Its fastest lap from before, which was 12.79 seconds. And here's a look at the Blackfoot numbers. It finished with an average lap of 13.10 seconds and a fastest lap of 12.35. So what does that do to the standings in the kit division? It knocks everybody down a peg after the holiday buggy. The Pumpkin did reside in 7th place. That is now filled by the Blackfoot, followed by the Pumpkin, the Lunchbox, and the Clodbuster. So obviously no threat to the top of the leaderboard there. And with only one more kit car to run this season, I think it's a safe bet that the Javelin and St. Dragon are both going to be in a playoff for the kit division winner, which will square off against the Ready to Run division winner between the top 2 there. So taking a look at the rest of the race schedule, guys, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Only 3 weeks left, and next week is going to be the second and last mixed class race. It's going to feature the Losi JRX2 versus the Grasshopper 2, which are both currently sitting right here. I got to get a receiver in that Grasshopper 2 for next week's race. Totally different scales, but I think the motors in both of these cars, it'll make for an interesting showing. I hope, at least. But that's what we're going to go with. And then the final 2 weeks of the regular season could be 2 of the most interesting races of the season here at Windy Hill Raceway. So, guys, that is going to finish it up for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for taking some time out of your day to watch my videos. And until next race day, stay safe, keep all 4 tires on the ground.